Did you actually smile at someone you didn't know yesterday? Where'd you do it? The post office, the grocery store, at a park? How did it feel? It feels good, doesn't it? And guess what? It made them feel amazing too. Just a smile can have an amazing impact on somebody because it's a moment of you saying, hey, it's okay. You're going to be all right. You don't know what's going on in their day or their life, but for that split moment, you give them a moment of happiness, a moment of, okay, all right, I can do this. And they trudge on. So way to go. Plus, you practice just being a little bit of courageous, right? Just doing something that you probably don't normally do, especially if you're on the East Coast. I know that's not common, but it's a good thing. People respond to it. All right, so let's get down to business. You have the thing that you want to be courageous for, right? You have that momentous occasion that you've been building up and putting off. You know why you want to do it. Please make sure you have that emotional piece to why you want to do it and other payoffs and why it's good for you to move forward on it. Talk to your family members if you haven't already. But today we are going to break down the big momentous occasion where you are just really, you know this is what you need to do, but you don't know how to move forward. Well, today we're going to break it down into baby steps because it's not, you don't start with the boom, that's what I have to do. You don't just have a difficult conversation, right? You're in the middle of a meeting and you start having it. No, we don't do that. Or you're at a birthday party singing happy birthday and you don't just have that difficult conversation. There are little steps that build up to it to make sure that it is a quality experience. We don't want to put it off, but we want to make sure we plan enough so that it works out. Or you want to make sure that when the occasion arises, you can recognize it and move it forward. My husband likes to use the example of meeting someone new or asking them to dance. My husband used to be really, really shy, and he would perfectly fine not asking someone to dance or to start a conversation because he was just, right, he was happy in his own little area. But after hanging out with me, he has no problem walking up to somebody and saying hi or asking a girl to dance because I'm fine with that, right? He looks at it, he's like, hey, I could do it if I wanted to. So when that occasion occurs, when the situation puts you in that place, you're ready to take the first steps, okay? Sometimes it's planned, sometimes it's not. But knowing what the first steps are so key because that's all you have to do is focus on that one little thing, okay? So break it down and think about, okay, what is the big thing I want to do? Let's say it's getting to know somebody, right? You're at the park and there's other ladies around and you want to get to know one of them. You see that there's a mom that has kids the same age as you. You see she looks like someone that you could get along with and you want to connect with her. You're not going to walk over and just say, can I have your phone number? That would be weird, right? That's what we want to do though. We want to connect in a way so we can have a way to connect with them, to call them and schedule a play date, right? So we want that to happen, but you don't start with getting the number. And guys, right, you don't go to a girl and say, can I have your number? You don't go to your boss and say, can I have a raise, right? You build up to it. So think about the little steps that happen before that. Well, first, she needs to know who you are. Introducing yourself. Well, before you can introduce yourself, you would need to walk over and say hello, right? So that would be the baby step that you take, walking over and saying hello. Your 10 seconds of courage is in little baby steps where you conquer one baby step at a time. Each of them takes 5 to 10 seconds. Walk over. Hey there. Your next baby step, introducing yourself. We always, right, you might have conversation about the kids and you're, right, how they play and all this stories and that stories, but make sure that next baby step, you know, is introducing yourself, right? Because when you introduce yourself, they're going to introduce themselves back, right? It's typical. Hi, I'm Laura. Oh, I'm Laura. Okay, so that was your next baby step. After you get to know that person and you've been talking a little bit, that next step would be, asking, would you like to get together again? Right? Next baby step. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Next baby step. Ask for email, phone number, or whatever that is. So you see how you can break it down to a little path or a map way to the big kahuna, you can call it, okay? So take a moment, look at the one thing that you really need to do and break it down into little steps. You can do it. Oh, today I would like for you to practice saying hello, right? You've smiled at them. Say hello to one person, just one. If you feel like doing more, go for it.